As I sat here thinking about all the boars I've killed. Wait, was that the door? Hello? No. No. It was just a dream. Welcome to the 1 to 60 Hardcore Boar Challenge, Make Love Not Warcraft, Part 2. Let's recap what's happened so far. Made a dwarf, picked rogue, killed a lot of boars. Started my 0 to 60 journey, killed a ton of boars in Dunmorrow, joined the greatest guild in the world, drunk beer, travelled to Stormwind, travelled to Westfall, killed a ton more boars, and made it to level 15. Let's carry on this boar journey. We pick up my journey again, just hitting level 15 in Westfall. I let my guild know that I'm level 15 and a quarter of the way there. But really I'm not a quarter of the way there. I might be in number, but in time and difficulty, I am nowhere near. I make my way back to Stormwind to recuperate, rest, upgrade my gear, learn any talents that I can, ready to go back out into the world of Warcraft. It was also at this point I decided to switch to swords from daggers. It's a lot easier getting hold of a good sword than it is a dagger. I had a slight break in killing boars just to go farm some resources and do some mining. I was all ready to go and I made my way back to Westfall. There was higher level boars in Westfall up to level 17, so I was trying to figure out a different loop I could repeat. I was planning on staying here until at least level 20. Let's just have a quick recap on kill track and questy since I've been doing this. Again, bear in mind that I didn't start using kill track I think until level 8. So it took me 21 hours of in-game time to get to level 15. So since I started using kill track, I've killed 588 boars, but I've actually killed 1,200 boars. As you can see on my questy, I also completed some of the rogue quests. For some reason, my recording's corrupted. I think it's some damn boars. I found a new loop to conduct, which will take me up to at least level 20. I went east of Sentinel's Hill, down south past the farmer's fields, across the road, and then I moved west up towards Moonbrook. Before hitting Moonbrook, you went back up north towards Sentinel Hill, down the road, and then looped back around. In my travels, I ran into a little gnome who was trying to kill my boars. I kicked the gnome back to Gnomegan. And then I carried on with my journey of killing boars. From 15 to level 20, I killed a further near 1,000 boars, taking the total amount of boars killed up to approximately 2,125. I ended up staying in Westfall to level 22, and what a monumentous moment it is hitting 22, because I get Vanish. Now Vanish is arguably the most important and powerful ability in the world of Warcraft. It's not like Feign Death that a hunter has, which can actually be resisted. There's no resisting this. So this gives me a get out of jail free card. Whilst I was at the trainer, I also upgraded all my spells and abilities and learned anything that I haven't before. Do you remember at the end of the first episode when I said it was going to get a lot worse and I showed a disconnect screen? Well, technically it didn't get a lot worse for me, but it did for a lot of other people. There was just deaths everywhere, from level 1 to level 60. It was insane. I was in Stormwind at the auction house when this happened. So what happened is the servers were having issues and everyone was disconnecting. So if you disconnect and you're not in a rested area, then you're going to stay there for at least 20 seconds. And in 20 seconds, anything can happen. You can drown, you can get killed. Like imagine being level 60, doing that massive grind, maybe doing raids, getting really epic gear, getting your mount, and then dying to server issues. Before leaving Stormwind to go on a treacherous swimming journey, I upgraded nearly all of my gear. At level 22, I have to make the treacherous journey to Kalimdor, to the Barrens. A horde-controlled zone on a place that this little dwarf has never been before. And not only that, he has to swim there, and this is how I do it. There I stood, at the most southern part of Westfall, pondering if I should take on this mammoth challenge to swim along the coast, avoiding the sharks in the water. I have my swim speed potions and I have my water breathing potions in case I disconnect. I will be swimming from this point in Westfall all the way to Booty Bay. The whole way I was looking around trying to make sure that I couldn't see the sharks, because I know there is sharks here. I didn't want to get too close to the coast either to aggro any mobs there. I make it, and I quickly run to the flight point. I wait for the boat to take me over to the lands unknown for this little dwarf, full of dangerous and mystical creatures that I have not seen before. We have arrived, and I have survived my trip. I take my first slow steps onto this wonderful new land to explore, think about the Dunmorrow Hills, and how this is not what this little dwarf is used to. I found a strange looking local who is native to these lands. We connected through our mutual love of dance. I say my goodbyes to this troll, and I set off running into the barrens to try and find these evolved boars called quill boars. After a long time of searching, I eventually stumble across 2 camps of quill boars. The camps are located here and here. Their levels ranged from 15 to 20 in these 2 camps. I completed a loop around this area till I hit level 24. But before I hit level 24, I ended up coming back to Stormwind to complete the rogue quest, which granted me the ability to use poisons. The first quest was called Matthias in the Defias. Leader of SI7, Master Matthias Shaw, requires me to go back to Westfall to contact an agent for a debriefing. The Defias have taken over an abandoned Alliance watchtower, and they have been using it as a smuggling operation. So I quickly make my way over to Westfall to talk to Agent Kernan. Agent Kernan tasks me with stealing the Defias tower key, breaking into the tower and uncovering the contents of the Duskwood chest. I also received the recipe for Thistle Tea, a really important item which actually resets my energy from 0 to 100. I have to sneak around to this malformed Defias undead and pickpocket this zombie. I then sneak my way up the tower, up to where the chest is located. Oh, I've made a big mistake. I haven't upgraded my lockpicking. A quick wowhead search, and I realised that I actually need to be level 70 lockpicking to do this. The sap is running out, and I have no choice but to hairstone out of here, and hope I make it. Phew, I just make it in time. So to level my lockpicking to level 70 is actually quite easy. There's a location in the Redridge Mountains where I can just spam these chests until I hit level 70. Wow. Going in Redridge Mountains again just brings me back to my childhood of being in TBC. I met so many wonderful people in this area and had so many epic fights. The location of these lockboxes in a place called Altha's Mill. There is 5 lockboxes that you can pick between, and you just keep unlocking them until you hit level 70 lockpicking. From there, I made my way back over to Westfall to get into the Alliance Tower again. I snuck my way back up and sapped Clavin Mortwake again. Now I didn't have much time before he awoke, so I quickly got to lockpicking. Oh no, it failed. Quick, try again. This time, I was okay. I took the journal and I ran. Because I'm a dwarf, I quickly used stone form and got rid of the poison on me. I jump down, make my escape, do a quick gouge and sprint out of there. I'm in the clear, and now I head back to Stormwind to give Matthias the good news. Annoyingly, I did a whoopsie, and this is what my recordings look like for the next hour. I completed the quest, and now I have my poisons to use on my weapons. I end up staying in the first 2 camps in the Barrens up to level 25, and then I move further south to another 2 camps down there, where mobs go up to level 25. I could definitely feel a power creep, and that it was a lot harder grinding here. It was my plan to stay in this area until I hit level 32. But I really wanted to be as high level as I possibly could before I had to go into RFK solo. I ended up getting into a really good routine, and the time kinda just flew by. From level 20 to 25, I killed a further 1,200 boars, making the total of boars killed to 3,330. I grinded until level 28, and then I realised I have a guild feast to go to. I quickly rushed back to Ironforge, say bye to the boars to go meet my fellow dwarfs. Today, we're going on a fishing feast by the lake. We make our way there to the fishing spot, catching up with some fellow dwarfs we've not seen in a while. Cast our rods into the lake and shared some stories of our journey since we last saw one another. Let me share some pictures from the event. We finished our fishing, said our goodbyes around the fire, because I think the quill boars were missing me. I travelled from Ironforge all the way back to that horde-infested land in the Barrens to kill some more quill boars. As I reached 29, I realised I'm nearly halfway through this leveling journey. I have come so far in this time, learned a lot, met lots of wonderful people, and now finally, it feels like smooth sailing up to level 32. I quickly take a break and head back to Ratchet to replenish my supplies. I receive a wonderful letter and gift from a brother in the forge called Hilbert, and he sent me a blade Jade Serpent to carry on killing boars for the greater good. There is also others in the guild that have provided me with such wonderful gifts and tools to help me in this journey, but I forgot to document that at the time, but the forge definitely provides. After receiving these wonderful gifts, I make my way back to the quill boar camps to carry on my grind, which I'm feeling really confident about now, until I get to RFK and the world burns to ash. Oh. No. What happened? I didn't know what happened. One minute I was alive, the next minute I was dead. I wasn't recording at the time when it happened, but I fell asleep at my desk, and when I woke up, I was dead. 3 days of grinding boars, all the memories in this character, all my experiences, all my items that people have gifted me, all the gold I've acquired, all the skills, all the professions, it's gone. I am now a ghost in this world, destined to never complete this boar challenge. Is that what you think? Is that what you believe? Do you think I'm going to let these boars beat me? I will come back, I will be stronger, and I will complete this challenge. I Hunt Boars wakes up into this world a fresh, level 1 hunter, beer drinking dwarf, and of course, we have a beer to start the day. I'll see you in part 3.